Namaskar. Today I will share my insights about Bodh, that is to say, awareness. In the subsequent videos, I will discuss an acquaintance of awareness in play and games, and then in the last and third video, I will discuss my insights about the layers of awareness, the depth of awareness. All enlightened masters of the world have time and again taught awareness to humanity, and more so in the 20th century. George Gurdjieff imparted self-remembering in Europe by his stop exercises and sacred dances. Jiddu Krishnamurti kept reiterating in his speeches choiceless awareness throughout the world. Maharshi Raman made seekers to sit silently and ask, "Who am I?" to get oneself immersed in the awareness of being. Osho kept imparting awareness in all his talks, therapies, and discourses. All Jain masters drive seekers to find their original face. It is no wonder that the most basic, the most foundational, and kindergarten learning for seekers of truth in meditational practice is an awareness. In the past, we are inspired to attain truth, the light, and the immortality by wisdom of our Upanishads. We are exhorted by Zarathustra to inculcate the wisdom of Ahur Majad in thought, in speech, and in deeds with awareness. Buddha's eightfold path for attaining liberation was Tathata, that is to say, suchness. Taoist masters, while talking in terms of truth, which cannot be said, always endeavors for the observer, which dissolves in the witness. Tibetan Lamas, observing equanimity, striving for attaining one's own state of Bodhisattva. It is important for seekers to know what Bodh, that is to say, an awareness is. Incidentally, our YouTube channel is named as Bodh se Bodhisattva, that is to say, attaining the state of Bodhisattva by pursuing an awareness. Bodh, that is to say, an awareness, is an existential experience, and no amount of academic discussion could give even a feel of, a pulse of an awareness. Today, we may endeavor to comprehend and understand by some experiments to exactly grasp what in reality Bodh, that is to say, an awareness is. It reminds me my interaction with my colleague way back in 1997 when I was in Anand of Gujarat, India. That colleague happened to visit our home while having tea and refreshment. One thing led to another, and our discussion landed to meditation. He asked about meditation, and I talked about Vipassana, Omnath, Nad Brahma, Nataraj dance, silent sitting. But time and again, the concluding point, the summary, was coming to Swabodh, that is to say, keeping awareness of oneself. He said, that is abstract idea, isn't it? I said, yes, if you don't experiment, don't feel, and we just keep talking and thinking about it. Then I just took off my watch and put in his palm and said that, now close your eyes and just feel the weight of the watch. I will tell you when to open your eyes. After about 5 to 7 minutes, when I saw his face relaxed and his body getting a little loose, I called him back and told him to open his eyes. Then he said, oh, in feeling the weight of the watch, I forgot what we were talking about. I started mocking and thinking about watch, but slowly I started feeling its weight, sometime thinking about how much it could have weight. I listened. You were insisting, feeling the watch, feeling its weight, and the feeling as if it pulsated, and then slowly, I really started feeling the watch, its weight and its coolness, its minute vibrations, and then my palm was moving little down and I was bringing it up, and then some sensation in the middle of my palm, though my eyes were closed, but my look from inner was facing it, and my head was slightly moving towards it. The watch in the palm became like the central object, and feeling it was my prime activity. Indeed, the feeling the weight of the watch is an existential experience. I said, wonderful. So it is a great revelation that an awareness is not mere an abstract idea. In fact, the word Bodh comes from the Sanskrit root Bodh, the same root from which Buddhi, that is to say intellect, comes. And Bodh means insight. It means becoming or being awake, awakening, to be conscious of, consciousness, to perceive, having perception of, to be aware of, having awareness of, opening senses for, to feel something, feeling, arousing to something, to observe, observation, giving heed to attend something, attention for. Some of you may be remembering that while discussing meditation is simple and easy, we talked about 3 emptinesses as the internal preparation for the seekers. The three emptinesses were the emptiness of body, the emptiness of mind, and the emptiness of emotions. Surprisingly, the formula for all three were the same: the awareness. The awareness of body for the emptiness of body, the awareness of thoughts for the emptiness of the mind, the awareness of emotions for the emptiness of emotions. That discussion would be relevant to refresh again. Awareness at the level of body means to observe the body with a right mindfulness while getting up, while walking, while sitting, while sleeping, in whatever we do in our daily activities. Awareness at the level of mind means to observe all our thoughts. Maybe initially we sit for a couple of minutes to observe dedicatedly what is going on in our mind. Then we keep observing our thoughts in our daily activities, whatever the streams of thoughts run within us, without identifying with any of the thoughts. Awareness at the level of emotions means to observe the feelings. Initially, we may set apart some time in a day for unwinding the mind of all feelings and emotions, or may undertake weekly or fortnightly such an exercise. Then we keep observing all our feelings and emotions round the clock without any identification with them. So, this is the most rudimentary experiences of awareness at our three levels of body, mind, and emotions. Then, coming to the depth of awareness, the easiest way to understand, to comprehend different layers of awareness is by an analogy of relating or relationship. Martin Buber says that there are two types of relating or relationship: I and it, and I and thou. He says that when we like objects, love objects, it is I and it relating. But when we are in love with living being, it is I and thou relating. In the realm of awareness too, when we are aware of objects like holding a watch, touching a table, feeling any object, and the center of our action is an object, it is the first layer of awareness. It is object-centric awareness. But the moment we change the gestalt and we focus on who is feeling, we make it subject-centric awareness. It is the second layer of awareness. Now the focus is on the feeler, on the doer, on the actor. So initial first layer of awareness are object being felt, sensed, experienced. And the second layer of awareness is the subject who is feeling, sensing, experiencing. Osho used to say that when we live in the world of sadhana as seekers, as devotees, as sadhakas, a new dimension of relating or relationship opens. First time we encounter the relating I not, but only thou, and I not and thou not type of relating or relationships. Let me explain these relationships. For a bhakta, that is to say, a devotee, the devotee is not the only God is. This is I not, but only thou relating. But when the devotee concludes his journey, the fourth type of relating happens. Neither the devotee is left, nor the thou-ness of God is left. This is I not and thou not relating. When we are neither object oriented, nor we are subject oriented, but we are simply observing the both, detached of object being felt and detached of the subject feeling the object, but simply being observer, observing the both, then this awareness is of third type. I not, but only thou, the observer, being a bit above the doer, the actor, the feeler. The I of the doer, the actor, the feeler is negated, and someone above them, the observer, is venerated. This quality of observer within us puts our awareness to third layer of awareness, and when that observer too will dissolve into witness, into the original face, then the ultimate, the fourth layer of awareness, what Saint Kabir says, Samund Samana Bund mein. That is to say, the ocean has merged in a drop. It is the pinnacle of awareness, I not and thou not relating. This may be applied to all levels of our experiencing, be it body, be it mind, be it emotions. If we could extend our awareness not only in our state of wakefulness, but also in our state of dream and state of sleeping, then we enter in our Turiya state. That is to say, the fourth state, I would say, awakened consciousness. We need to be not only acquainted with awareness, but we take awareness further and further by befriending with it in all our known and unknown layers, known and unknown bodies, known and unknown states. It is pure subject matter of experiments, experimenting, experience and experiencing. We will dive deep in future videos. For now, I would pause with only one prayer. Let awareness arise. Let it flourish and let it be befriended by every one of us. In the next video, I will share few play and games for an acquaintance with awareness. Thank you so much for listening this video.